Welcome back to No One Listens to Pat Meredith. I'm Owen.
I am Matt.
And today we are revisiting the Red Clay Strays.
Love the Red Clay Strays.
We watched one of their videos when we were doing Wondering Why.
Yep.
And you brought that video because you kind of resonated to that song a lot. I think most men, with any
as a guy who clearly married way out of
the league, yep.
Yeah,
me too. Yeah. Or going to.
That song, Wondering Why. I remember the first time I heard it, I was like, "Did they write this song about me? Like,
yeah.
Were they looking into my life?"
Wondering Why just resonates so well personally for a lot of people.
Oh gosh,
it's a great song. So definitely check that video out if you haven't. I feel like it's long overdue that we check out some more Red Clay Strays today.
Now, have you heard Drowning?
I can only tell you I remember the chorus. But I only remember the word drowning being said. Like I have that in my head, but I cannot remember anything else about the song.
I think we really get to see the lead singer, you get to see the depth. You get to see some soul in him.
That's what I'm excited for.
And I love this song. It's a great song.
Because his voice, it was kind of almost bluesy Elvis-y a little bit for Wondering Why.
Yeah, so you get the bluesy, you get the Elvis, you kind of get the gospel-y feel in there, you know. But you really get just some guttural feeling in there.
That's a good word.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so I haven't really heard much of the Red Clay Strays, but I really enjoyed that song, so I've been wanting to get back into them again on the channel.
Here we go.
So this is Drowning.
Life is like a battle, one that I can't win. I'm swimming against a current, I'm running against the wind. Like I'm going overboard with an anchor around my waist. While I wake at night, tears in my eyes, my heart beating out of my chest. There's no light at the end of this tunnel I'm in. I'm calling for an SOS. Somebody help me out. I can't tread much longer out. Fighting, keep my head above the water. Throw me a line, show me a sign. Everything will be alright, 'cause I feel like I'm drowning. Somebody help me out.
Guttural.
My God.
It's just...
We don't deserve them in our time right now. They sound like nothing else going on.
No.
Like they are so unique in their sound.
Yeah.
So good.
They're crossing over like 3 or 4 different genres in one song. And you can hear the pain in that song.
In his voice, in the lyrics, and the music in the background is perfectly kind of encapsulating this great pace and this great storytelling. And I think that's something that I've appreciated from Wondering Why and this song up to this point is just how good they are at conveying these feelings. Like, this is a relatable song. And it not only is it relatable word-wise, but it feels like it too. You know, like we've all been in these points where it feels like we're just like struggling to get our head above the water. And it's a hard, like you just feel like screaming like that. Like this is just perfectly crafted for what the message is.
And he could have done a clean, drown and done this clean drawn out, but he just gets that.
It sounds like he's in pain.
Yeah, it just digs down to his chest and just gravel and just I don't know.
It's good. It's like perfect for what this song needs.
It's great.
I'm like I'm blown away, man. I'm sad we haven't gotten to this sooner.
And the fact that the drummer's wearing a Linda Ronstadt shirt makes it so much better. I just noticed that. That's awesome.
They're just so cool, you know? Like, they've got a coolness to them.
They're the most cool, uncool guys you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Try to see the world's true colors.
There's a vulnerability in the verses.
Yes.
Like, it's almost like he's trying to say something. Like, he can't get it out. The voice is a little shaky. I don't know. Maybe it's meant to be. I don't know.
They're all just shades of gray. And it's only getting darker. Every passing day. And the more I make a smile, I've never felt so alone in a crowd full of folks trying to hide the pain. It's just a matter of time, boy, I can't see the light. Then I hit rock bottom again. Somebody help me out. Drowning, I can't take much longer out. Fighting to keep my head above the water. So throw me a line. Show me a sign. Everything will be alright, 'cause I feel like I'm drowning. Somebody help me out. Goes to show there ain't always a boat to lend a helping hand. I can find just one way to stay afloat. I find my way so again.
Yeah, we gotta stop for a minute.
Whoever heard this man,
Yeah.
whoever heard this beautiful, beautiful man, what is...
Thank you. But like,
gosh.
thank you because we got this song, but also like,
Oh my gosh, it's so much despair in a song.
you know, it's funny because at surface level with the instrumental, nothing about it really gives off that it's like a really painful song.
No?
But that chord progression in that bridge of the dun dun dun,
Yeah.
like you know, that's when you really
Yeah.
start to feel that pain.
Well, and everything's just sliding. Like, all their guitars are sliding. It's just this mood back and forth. And
Yeah, man.
God, and he's a handsome devil, isn't he?
Yeah. The line of like, it's only a matter of time before it starts to show.
I know.
Is such a real, and I think you said vulnerable earlier, but like it's just such a real thing.
You can only hold it in so long until it, the dam breaks.
Yeah.
And that, I think we're getting to see the dam break. I'm drowning.
I can't imagine what writing this song was like and trying to sing this for the first time. Because if this were me writing from my own experience, I don't know that I could get through it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is tough stuff.
That's a raw, just a wound opened up. I don't know.
It's
incredible.
It's good. I mean, I feel like these are things that like a lot of people need to hear to know that it's something that many people go through, of feeling like I'm gonna hit rock bottom again.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you've been there, you know what it's like, you feel it, the not being able to see the light at the end of the tunnel, maybe getting back up, just trying to make through, and now you feel like you could be getting back to that point again, and they're like screaming for help, but you don't want to show it at the same time, so you're like begging and pleading for something else.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, it's just, there's so many emotions with this.
Yeah. Let's finish it up.
Yeah.
Somebody help me out. Drowning, can't take much longer now.
Yeah, for real. I've done myself an incredible disservice by not listening to the song, and this being the first time. Like, again, I'd only heard like the word "drowning" being sung and maybe like some trends. I cannot believe I never listened to it all the way, because like,
Powerful song.
it is through and through. Not only is his voice powerful, the instrumental's powerful, but the message is so powerful. A couple of technical things before we get into maybe more of the message. Like the drummer, I'm getting a lot of like Fleetwood Mac vibes from the drummer.
Mick Fleetwood,
yeah,
very
it's
similar.
like, and then you know who else I could see like singing this song? Like they've got similar rasps. Like Chris Stapleton. Like, Chris Stapleton has that very similar rasp, but I don't know that he has the pace for the song. Maybe he could, and I think that'd be interesting.
That'd be wild.
But man, this song, apart from that, is just like the emotion in his voice, like that scream and the breaking of his voice, but like just the power and intensity. It's just so well done.
So good.
And it conveys the message properly.
Yeah.
You know, you feel it. It's not just like you said, he could have sang it any way. And you can sing this song however you want. You know, but this is what it feels like, you know?
Yeah. I don't really have anything. Like,
yeah, I mean,
I feel like that's the scream of just someone stabbing a raw nerve.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just, like, that's everything he has. Mm-hmm. There's nothing left.
Yeah.
And I could be overstating it. That's just what I feel like. You know, that's all he's got left. There's nothing left in the tank, you know?
Yeah.
So.
And, you know, as men, you know, we observe emotions of men, and oftentimes a lot of men hold back. I think sometimes a lot of the time for me as well as a pride issue.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of men struggle with pride and kind of stubbornness, and like, I can't let people see me fail, and struggle with being vulnerable with other men, you know, and maybe women too, but you know, I'm sure like there's a vulnerability a man can have with his wife, but maybe it just stays there, maybe it doesn't, which leads to men just like boiling things up to a point where it just stays there, and you're just like a pot on fire, you know. And that's something like it's good to hear a group like this sing a song like this with a message so powerful, where men that would enjoy this music can listen to this and be like, I relate to this song, you know, because I'm sure a lot of men that put up this up front feel this on the inside. They just won't tell you.
No, you get up and you go to work the next day.
Right, and you know, like there's a keep on keeping on aspect to it, but also like, you know, you've got to get those things out before you're rude to other people. You start letting it out on others, and to cut off people, to not let people in, is doing yourself a disservice. You know, and ultimately leads to this, where like you feel like everything's falling apart, and you know, as from a Christian perspective, like, we have to come to terms with the fact that we're not in control. And I think anybody, even not Christian, you have to kind of come to that conclusion anyway, that you're not in control. Yeah. You can control what you do and how you react in moments and stuff, but everything that is happening in our lifetime is way beyond our personal control. Yeah. We believe God is in control. And so there becomes a point where you have to be like, surrender yourself to God. And now if you're not a religious person, you know, I don't know how I would encourage somebody that's not, other than just like, you know, you don't have control of it, so accept what you can. Yeah. And so, you know, but either way, I think you have to be vulnerable enough to tell people you're struggling, to tell people you're failing. And I've always looked up to people that can do that, and people that are willing to, because opening up and singing songs like this helps other people open up as well, instead of just boiling it in. Yeah. And so, like, I think messages and songs like this are so important. As someone who has struggled with just like, I guess, accepting that you're drowning, you know, and that somebody help me is such a hard line too, because you want that, but you also don't want to let your image get ruined by that.
Yeah, you don't want to be seen as weak. You don't want to be seen as vulnerable. You don't want to be seen as someone who can't handle it. You know, you got to be the guy who's there for everybody else, or whatever it may be. But everybody needs somebody. You know, and that's just, it's one of those things that, as guys, our pride builds up, and you know, we say, "Oh, pick yourself up by your bootstraps," but you know what? This is why we have faith in the Lord. This is why we hold on to these things, and I think this song is a perfect song of crying out. And you know, if you're overwhelmed, take it from two guys who feel overwhelmed often. Like, ask for help. Ask for help.
And even just talking about it helps. There's times in life, even recently, where it's just felt like pile after pile after pile, but just talking about it gets that out. It doesn't make things feel better. And I mean, like, your situation doesn't change, but at least you know like someone has your back. You know, you're not doing it alone. And so,
absolutely.
Of course, if you feel alone, you are not alone. Even in your direct circumstance, like you can comment or email us or things like that, you know. Commenting's a more public area, but emailing us is always private. So, you know, like there's things, and of course there's, you know, medical specialists and therapists and all these things that you can reach out to as well. People in your community, people in your church, you know, friends, family. I feel like there's always someone. So, and God, at the end of the day, I mean, like when there's no one else, there's God. So, and that's what we believe. So this is a great song. Can't believe I've missed it. I've done myself a disservice. His voice is amazing. It's incredible. It's passionate. It's so unique, but at the same time, it's so familiar, you know, and it's just a good job. It's just a good song. So,
very good.
Well, subscribe and comment down below and share this video with your friends and family, and watch it and stream it everywhere you can, so that we can get this message out, and so that we can, you know, promote these kind of good music. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let us know in the comments. And anything else? Until next time, we love you and peace out.